What's going on, crime fighters? Welcome back.
Damn.
Yes, welcome back to the Film Cave episode 14, man. Well, number 14. We're hitting some strides, man.
That's really crazy to think about. 14 weeks in a row we've done this. It's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome, man. It's your boy, Knight.
And what's up, everybody? I'm Logan Swish.
Yes, we fucked up this whole thing. I did, at least the intro, but it's all right. We'll get into it. It's been
this is live though. This is live.
This
I like
live.
it.
I love that we're live, man. I miss it. It's last show.
It's good to be back.
Right. It reminded me last show just how fun live can be, how in the moment shit truly is. And man, I'm hype. The future is bright.
We've got it now. You know, I mean, we're no handcuffs. We're good. We're going. We're on a new channel. Yep. So if you're watching on the old channel, look in the description because we're on the new channel. Good shit is coming, as you can see. And yeah, guys, I'm so glad that we're live. I think that this is how the show's meant to be.
Oh, absolutely. And like he said, you guys, we are streaming on the main channel here on Night Entertainment Network, but of course, we're also cross-streaming on the old one to let everybody know that that channel is fizzling out. And the new Ken, that's their acronym for it, Ken, I found out the other day, it's pretty hilarious, is the new channel where everything will be based out of going forward. So make sure you hit that link in the description box if you are checking this out on the Night Entertainment old channel. All right, come on over, hit that, cross the river, whatever kind of analogy you want to use. Just bring your ass on over. So we got a good show for you guys. As you know, with the new live format, you single-handedly have a chance to be live here with us, be a part of the conversation, be here on the show. You can do that one or two ways. You can start hashtagging AskFilmCave on Twitter to get your questions answered here live, or while you're watching, a link will be dropped in the live chat for you to join us here via video. So how that's going to work, because there are rules and standards here, just so we have everyone get their chance and their dues once we get that big. We're not there yet, but when we do. So we'll invite you in. You'll ask your question, give us your thoughts, and then of course we'll have to kick you out. But we will answer your question to the best of abilities that we can. Just for time purposes, it's better that way if we structure it that way. What do you think, Logan?
I definitely think that's something, because hey, I'm not saying we're this big, but it could be one day we're big enough to where people want to jump in here and start saying some racist shit or like whatever, like pretend they have something and like, let's fuck this channel, something like that. So let's go ahead and just let's set a basis now. Love to have you guys on. Ask your question, give us your brief thoughts, and then we're going to let you go out, come back to this screen so that we can continue our show by answering your question like it's a part of the show. So
yes, freaking-lutely. So it's just a better way to manage everything, because things can get quite hectic. So what do you say we jump into it, brother? You ready?
Let's do it, man. Let's get it going.
Right, my friend. So those of you who don't know by now, me and Logan are a couple of fucking nerds. We like to talk about movies, film, everything. You name it, we're talking about it. But sometimes we get a little passionate about other things that, don't necessarily involve film. Sometimes that bitch keeps right back in it anyway. But we like to take this opportunity to talk a little, about things a little different. So this is our Out There in the World segment. So in traditionary fashion, so Logan, do you have anything you want to start off with us, brother?
I mean, I know that this is supposed to come up, but this was mine when I was thinking of it. I wanted to ask you about your Nets, man. We got some big moves. Basically with the new signing after a buyout of Blake Griffin, which is pretty wild. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on pretty much guaranteeing a ring for you guys in Brooklyn, which I think is awesome, by the way. And I'm also very happy for Blake because he was stuck in fucking Detroit. He got fucked
like
by the
Cardi B
Clippers.
stuck.
Yeah,
he got stuck.
He got destroyed by the Clippers. They signed him to a giant deal and then fucking traded his ass to a shit team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy for him because he just got paid. So pretty crazy, but I wanted to hear your thoughts for sure.
One is beautiful. I just want to say it's also beautiful, and apparently we're not done yet. There's rumors of Andre Drummond, which I'm like, okay, cool. He's battling between here or the Lakers. But I know there's a few names being tossed out there that still have interest, and a lot of people want to come to the Nets. I mean,
yes,
rightfully so.
For obvious reasons, yeah.
Right.
Guaranteed ring now.
Guaranteed, yes. Guaranteed. Fucking KD GM. It doesn't sound as good as Le GM, like LeBron, but we'll figure something out. But I like the move, man. I really do, and it surprised me because he's already on 2K. I was playing last night. I was like, oh, I don't see Blake Griffin because I thought he'd start. I guess he's coming off the bench. Because when my bench squad came up, Blake Griffin was there. I was like, oh shit, it's Blake. So I find that interesting. I personally probably would have started him before. Well, I guess no. That would be a good bench squad because I forget Harris starts. So I keep forgetting that Green doesn't start.
And I mean, it could be something where 2K just kind of put him on the team immediately and just put him second string, and that the Steve Nash can figure out what strings he actually wants going up.
Because to be honest, I'd prefer him to start over Harris. That way our bench is a lot stronger coming off.
Sure.
So I want him to start. I hope they start him. So I love it. This is a great opportunity for Blake. Like I said, he's been fucked 5 ways to Sunday. So this is a great opportunity for him, and I can't wait to see who we get next.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be interesting for sure. This definitely helps our depth a lot more, so I'm excited. So keep pushing it out, keep doing shit right. So yeah, I'm happy.
When you get players like that, somebody like Blake Griffin, who he's been injured, he's kind of he was an all-star. He's kind of fallen down. He's still obviously amazing, but what you can do with strings like that is you start Ultron, but you can have the starting lineup go out and then literally take Kyrie and KD out, leave Blake and James Harden. They go off, and then starting in the second quarter, it's like it's also the worst nightmare of any team because you bring Kyrie and KD back out, and and whatever other second strings you want, and you just kill them. So that's kind of it. That's what somewhat reminds me of what they were able to do in Miami with LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. Was like, because Chris Bosh was like hurt and D Wade was hurt, and so they would start them all three. So like nobody was like, oh, they're put him on the bench, and then take them both out almost immediately, like halfway through the first quarter, and then sit them until the middle of the second quarter and let LeBron just play. And then all of a sudden, like LeBron goes out, and it's like, well, fuck, now we got 2 other guys that are add up to him. And it's like it was never ended, and literally this is twice as bad for any team.
And I love it already. My boys Bruce and Squad in here already talking shit because they hung out with us during the All-Star game. And, put them in their place. Squad was coming up with some KD slander for Team LeBron, and Bruce was pretty neutral. But welcome to the show, guys. Appreciate you stopping on by. Yeah, man, it's definitely scary. And okay, I'm gonna get into something here, a sensitive topic. Okay. So it's all right, and guaranteed to probably flare you up, but I'm ready.
Sure.
The biggest thing that's annoying the hell out of me with this is everybody, and we all know majority of fans who are saying this. Oh, we need all this for LeBron. Oh, we need all this for LeBron. Oh, we need Can motherfuckers just build teams and dynasties without fucking LeBron? Nobody's giving a fuck about LeBron right now. Stop it. Now everything's about LeBron. That's what's pissing me off, because if any other If Braun was to do this, say if it wasn't even KD, LeBron wants to do this, assemble a fucking masterful team again. They'd be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be another ring, baby. But some other superstar does it. It's like, oh, you need all this for Braun.
I think you're. I think
I'm wrong.
I think you, as the LeBron hater, are taking it the wrong way, because what people are actually saying is, who is the defending champions? LeBron. So they're saying, oh, we have to catch him. Let's go. So because you also have to admit, in terms of KD, it's kind of hilarious that he builds unstoppable super teams twice in his life, and they're both the year after LeBron wins a ring. I think that's pretty hilarious.
It's just coincidence.
I do think it's
against LeBron to stop him.
I do think it's coincidence, but also I think this is what's funny about this team is Kyrie, KD, and James Harden, all in for right now. Their legacies are shot. I don't really respect them like true competitors. Once again, KD is breaking the league by and the Nets. I mean, the Nets. It's so funny because I saw somebody. I can't remember what show it was on, but they were talking about how like what it takes to buy wins versus trades, and like actually like getting at like what Boston does, get assets and trade and build a team that way. And I mean, when you got a brand new team like this with the Nets, who have an unreal amount of money, you can build this.
Right. And they're wrong for doing that?
No, they're not wrong at all. If you really think that you can argue and say that this isn't hurting somebody's legacy by they're supposed to be the greatest in the world and they do this.
Build a great team?
They have...
technically it was Kyrie, because that motherfucker was there first.
Well, that's correct. That's why it's so funny that KD went and joined him, and then James Harden went and joined them.
So KD is not supposed to have any other superstar by his side. He's supposed to one man.
No, not my point. But my point is that KD said, "Yeah, go get James Harden. Yeah, go get Blake Griffin, because we can't do it. Yeah, go get them. We're scared." Apparently, they're scared. Don't ask me why. They had the best. They had the most depth of any team already. So I don't know what you're going to argue here.
Scared of who?
I just you tell me. Apparently, I mean, my God. So
no, a man just can't build a team, no matter who it is, just because they do it smartly and they have so they're scared of somebody or the legacy's messed up because they built a great team. That's insane to me.
Yeah,
that's insane. The league is full of tons and tons of superstars.
Well, so the problem I have is we haven't seen this team do anything by themselves. And instead of saying, let's ride it out, build up the bench, get assets, they said with Kyrie and KD, who already, that should pretty much be a guaranteed ring with the team that Brooklyn already had. And instead,
I'm not arguing any of that.
Yeah. So instead, it's the GM, whoever is going, maybe they're not enough. And if they lose, people are going to hate on us. So let's go get them. Let's go get them. That's the GM's
fault, not the player's fault then.
Well, sure. That's the whole point. What you said earlier. Is it actually the GM? Who runs the team? Because LeBron runs every team he goes to at every franchise he goes to.
Yeah, it's because everyone's on LeBron's nutsack. So yeah,
and you don't think everybody's on KD, Kyrie, and James Harden's nutsacks?
Not as much as LeBron. He's the face of the NBA.
That you are insane. You think they're not on Steph Curry's nuts? You think they're not on Giannis?
No, I'm saying there's people on nuts, but nobody's on the amount of nuts of like LeBron, because that's because
he's the greatest player in the world.
That's because he's the face of the NBA right now. That's what it is.
He's been the face of the NBA for 14 years.
Right. So now newcomers are coming up. He's not done yet. So while he's still there,
right. KD is 32 or something. KD's 3 years from retiring. And you're over here, newcomers are coming in. One of them has a ring thanks to LeBron. And then we got, so, I mean, come on now. But, this is, all this is literally, the pressure is twice as much as what the Clippers had in the bubble, where they talked shit the whole season and then lost to a
That's
normal
different.
team.
We're quiet. We ain't talking shit.
No, but that's the point. Your bank account's not tired. You know, you're not holding back that. You're playing money. Y'all don't need to talk.
Right,
You
we're
know,
playing a
so
long game. We're being silent in the grass.
you're not silent at all. Don't do that. Katie hates being called the snake.
I thought about that immediately when it came out my mouth. I was like, oh, wrong reference.
But see how you're on his nuts anyway.
Wrong reference.
But no, I really think if they lose at all, you know,
it's gonna be bad.
It's going and deservedly so.
Yeah.
I mean, because
you built up a franchise. You need to,
Because what this reminds me of and how different it is like when LeBron went to Miami that first year, Miami had $0 to pay for anybody else. And so like I still remember the first game of the season, they started like Mike Bibby, who was like 45 and like god awful. And then some guy, his last name was Anthony, but he was the 5-man and he literally could not make a layup. And it was fucking hilarious. He had like the biggest butterfingers I've ever seen. And they were like, they can't afford anybody else. And then it took, you know, something like Ray Allen coming in, taking a massive pay cut, and, you know, players like that, Mike Miller, Chalmers, you know, already was young and didn't get any money, but it was just, it was funny how they had to build by like, hey, please take less. But whereas Brooklyn's like, we'll pay you whatever. Like, I mean, because Blake is only getting like $6 million.
No, not even 1.5 veterans deal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The most it could offer Blake Griffin as a free agent is the $5.9 million tax pay minimum mid-level exception. That's what I see here.
Oh, they gave his ass 1.5 because he still has shit from Detroit.
Well, yeah, he's making $29.8 million off Detroit next year.
Right. So that's why he just took, all right, give me 1.5 and that's fine. Detroit's still paying him.
Guaranteed ring and let me get $30 million next season.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, good for Blake.
You played that shit smart. Give me the veterans and I'll get a ring and I'll still get paid by Detroit. I'm chilling.
and that's the thing is I'm not hating on Blake Griffin at all for this decision whatsoever. And like I see what you were talking about with Drummond between, like, it doesn't make sense for the Nets, and I don't see him doing great things on the Lakers either. I see the Lakers, they're now going, if we want to compete at all, we need to get another big guy.
Because it fits better for Nets if he's going to choose. I think he fits better there.
Between the two. Well, sure, because it's just nothing. But you literally have 5 positions. But
right, and Bruce, that comment. I didn't say he was a face of the NBA for me, but majority think he was a face of the NBA. But there was phases where that changed up. But unanimously, people think it's LeBron. But
people know it's LeBron. Yeah.
Okay. But
can't say any other. Who's in Space Jam?
I don't even get me started on Space Jam.
It weirdly looks.
But
cool.
I was gonna say.
I'm like, it's going to be terrible, but it weirdly looks cool.
It does look cool. That I will say. But what's going on, Psycho? But yeah, so it's I don't know. We'll see where they end up in terms of Drummond. I know Boogie Cousins was floating around there. If we get Boogie, that's all I want. Give me Boogie. Yeah.
Crazy.
If we get Boogie, listen, there's no goddamn reason.
So that's the thing. If the Nets get anybody else that's a top 30 player in the league, I'm literally not going to watch another second of basketball. Just like what happened for years when Golden State was doing its thing. Because I like basketball when it's competitive, actually. And when you just have the money to, pay hundreds of millions of dollars a season, it's just not worth watching.
They fought.
Because and the fact that people are proud of that is really sad to me.
It's still competitive. There's still NBA players all around. It'll still be fun. Exciting shit can happen.
What are you talking about?
Anyone can be beaten. Anyone can be beaten.
Did you see the Warriors?
Yeah, they lost some games.
With KD? They didn't lose a championship.
No, of course not. But I said everyone could be beaten. I'm just saying it doesn't
Yeah,
mean this
that's the
game's not
point.
going to be like exciting.
This team is twice as good as that team.
They can lose a few games in the series and whatnot. They still end up winning.
That's not what I'm. No, I'm saying the championship. With this team, it's a check mark or an empty box for the championship. If they lose the championship ever, while it's Kyrie, KD, and James Harden, they are the biggest disgrace and laughing stock of any team ever. Period.
That is
period.
Jesus Christ. How what? KD and Kyrie are locked in for what? 4 years? And I think James Harden just has what, 1?
I don't know. The Warriors were not invincible. They were the best team ever. And then they got KD. Bruce.
Yeah, no, they were not going to lose to the Rockets regardless of healthy CP3 or not.
Yeah. And hey, Bruce, when it comes to Space Jam and Coming to America, very different movies there, buddy. Not sure how you're going to, that's like saying Tom and Jerry versus the Snyder Cut. Oh, weird. They're actually weirdly connected. We'll get to that later.
I see what you did there, Paul Blart. A little segue. Go ahead. All right. All right. So we're gonna move on from this topic because obviously we could talk about this for a while, but that's not the
best team ever record wide, Bruce. Period. What? He said the best team ever. Nah. Yes, actually, it legitimately was.
What, the Warriors?
The 73 and 9 Warriors, and then KD showed up.
Warriors, hands down. Come on now, son. All right. So, moving on to the next topic. We're gonna take a little quick break from NBA. We're gonna get into some other bullshit. So them motherfucking blue monkeys are back. Avatar wants to re-release in China because they're chasing off the heels of fucking Avengers Endgame. They want to reclaim their throne. If it earns another $7-point-something million, it'll take over Avengers Endgame for the biggest movie fucking ever. That's what I have to say to you, Avatar. Nobody gives a shit about your stank-ass movie no damn more. Leave it alone. You got beat. Move on. Nobody cares. Your movie was fucking trash other than visuals. Leave it alone. Stop trying to be fucking relevant and coming up with 10 more. Nobody cares. This is unnecessary. This is James Cameron sitting at his table. He can't stroke his dick no more because there's nothing left. Because nothing but dust, literally, because the Avengers came and said, bitch, no, bye. So now he's mad and he's trying to get his shit back. That's all. Like, that's why he released it in China, because of visuals and get speculation. You trying to do that here in America, people are going to be like, bruh, like, really? Come on. So what do you think about that? What do you think?
I'm definitely not taking it as personal as you, I don't think. I am. Because if they re-released Avatar here, and I could see it at IMAX, I'd go see it.
For the enemy, sir.
And but that's the thing. I don't really see it as a competition because the Avatar became the #1 movie ever over like 9 months in the theaters. It was like the worst year of movies ever, and they literally had like over half a year of theatrical, release. So that's why they got so much money. But the fact that Endgame was able to do it, with much less time, a small re-release. And that's the thing too, is whatever this gets, they can re-release an Endgame at any time. And it would just, especially with the re-release they had, it was too soon. They barely skimmed past it.
What, Avengers?
Yeah. In terms of, they re-released to pass Avatar. And I mean, can you imagine a re-release of Endgame 10 years from now?
I'm saying they're probably going to do it. I was thinking about that, like an anniversary. Yeah.
Well, because they did. I mean, when it came to the 10-year anniversary of the MCU, they re-released them all. Right. And I went and watched Infinity War again because I wanted to see an IMAX again, and they'll do the same thing when it's 20 years or probably 15 years even. And by that time we'll have Avatar 2. And that's when people will realize what Avatar has become. I do really like the first Avatar, but it's not, it's mostly visuals and it's pretty bland story beyond that.
All visuals.
But once the second one comes out and it makes, not very much money, people will start to realize who the actual king is of, whatever. And then, I mean, whenever Endgame wants to,
yes, sir.
Wants to re-release, they'll just get that back.
Oh, absolutely. Because it's just ridiculous. It's like, come on, yeah, just enough already. Like, if I want to see your fucking story, I'll go watch Pocahontas. I'll go watch Fern Gully. Or I'll take my ass to Africa. Whichever one to do it, because it's the same story of just people coming into native land and taking up. Blah, 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 blah. We've seen the story a million times.
Sure.
Fuck up. Jesus, go somewhere, James. Make something new. Dear Lord. But anywho, yeah, that's my small little rant on that. I just can't. But anywho, I see the chat is live and jumping. Appreciate it. For those of you that are new, crossing over from the old channel or just stumbled upon this, please hit that subscribe button to the new channel. The link is in the live chat. I just put it on. Or if you're looking from the Night Entertainment channel, the link is in the description box. So make sure you go click that link, hit that subscription, and ride with us, man. We got a lot coming your way, man. We got a lot coming your way. And don't forget, you can be a part of the show. You'll have your time towards the end of the show. So stick around. Stick around. All right.
Jesse did just make a good point. He said,
what did he
say? Either way, Disney's winning. And that's very true. I forget.
Oh, yeah.
I forget that Disney owns them both now. So they don't give a fuck.
Hey, Brooklyn. What it do, man? Welcome. So yeah, anyway, but back to the NBA. As y'all know, All-Star Weekend happened. Well, All-Star Day.
So weird.
All-Star Day happened, and some of you in the chat were there for that. I did a live stream for that, which is pretty entertaining. But did you watch any of it?
Very, very little. But I did watch a little bit.
Okay. So we'll go through it. Bits and pieces, of course. We'll stick to the big ones that need to be stuck to.
I watched Steph destroy people in the 3-point contest.
That was beautiful. That man's game is just sexy. Like that man, I just can't. I don't know what it is, but we'll get to that. All right. So the skills challenge happened and Sabonis won. That was cool. Fine. Whatever. There was nearly nothing to be excited about there. Then the 3-point. That shit was sweet Christmas. Yeah. Conley was creeping up.
Sure.
Which surprised me because I really don't pay attention to him as much. So I'm like, oh shit. All right. But fucking Steph, man. This man, sweet Christmas.
Yeah.
When it was time to win, he was just like, yeah, it's mine. Cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
It just hit that last pose and I win, motherfucker. Like it was just beautiful. And this is funny. I mentioned this in the chat and it hurts to think of. What was the number, guys? It was like, 9 times he entered that bitch? And this is the second time winning it? That hurt. Like, so I realized, I was like, 2 out of 9 for the greatest fucking wait a minute. Like, and then Bruce said to Charlie, he's like, well, think before this, it was 1 and 9, 1 and 8, or 9, or whatever the fuck. I was like, wow, that's true. Jesus Christ. So that was great.
Yeah.
And then, we went from there and we went to the game itself.
Sure. First half of the game.
First half of the game. Yes, first half of the game. Now, I've seen things up in the air about this. I relatively liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought people were enjoying themselves, regardless of the reluctancy of people not wanting to be there. It was a pregame fucking shoot around for sure. Steph, that first half of the game was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought he was going for the MVP.
I did too. We'll damn sure get to that. Yes, we will. So this man was on fire, doing fucking everything. He was the only one to watch on the first half. Kyrie was playing defense like that man's life depended on it. I'm like, damn, bro, it's an all-star game. Chill out. People were just missing, but Steph was fucking showing out. So then we get to the so stupid, disappointing, and weak dunk contest. I was like, ew, what is happening? Yeah. One, who the fuck are any of you? What? Who are you?
Did not know any of them.
Not a single soul.
I mean the 3 of them. There's only 3.
Only 3. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all, this is some cheap shit. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the light skinned motherfucker ended up winning Simons or whatnot. He won because he almost kissed the rim. I'm like, motherfucker, kiss it. You want to go all out? Kiss it.
Yeah,
Your lip's big enough,
bust your
motherfucker.
teeth.
Right, bust the lip. It's fine. It'll heal. You young. So he didn't even kiss it. So I'm like, oh, goodbye. And he did a dunk where he just sat the ball a little high on the other side on the fucking. It was stupid. And then the one that people say got robbed was Cassius or whatever. He pulled off a dunk that took him about 5 tries to do, so it just lost its effect once it happened. I'm like, all right, cool. Fine, I guess. But it was just weak. It was weak. It was lame dunks that we've seen for the past 30-something plus fucking years. And it's, yes, thank you, Caleb. I miss the Aaron Gordons of the day, the Blakes, the fucking Levines, or Levine, however the fuck you say his name.
Zach Levine.
Yeah, I miss all of them. Instead of dunk contests, Zach wants to go and fucking shoot 3-point contests and shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But that was whack as hell, man. And then we get to the conclusion of the All-Star game. This is where everybody just started turning the fuck out. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right, got it. Bradley Beal started to show the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Dame showed the fuck out. Oh my God. And that it was like the battle of the threes between him and Steph for a minute. He was like, I'm gonna pay homage to you, brother. I know you're the best, but hey, look. Yeah. And they shared that half-court shot at the end.
Fucking insane.
I was like, what?
did you see, like, for the Dame time, like, final shot, Steph didn't even go down the court. He was just waving. Yeah, he was like, go ahead, Dame. Go hit that. Go hit that shot. It was fucking insane.
Right. He was passing the torch. He was like, here you go, young blood. Take it. Do it. And he just fucking nailed it because he hit the last like 4 shots to win the game. Like all 3, he's just diming them bitches. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, fucking Dame won MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's taking it. And then they announced fucking Giannis's ass. I was like, what? How the fuck did he just win this shit? Oh, he's 16 for 16. For what? Standing under a fucking hoop? Like, come on, bro. Like, he shot 2 threes. That shocked the shit out of me.
It did. Oh. He was banking. I saw one that he like banked in. I was like, okay. He didn't mean to do that. But
I was like, wait a minute. This is stupid. But they gave him over Steph? Over Dame?
Yeah.
Even PG was still lighting the fuck up on after a while. I'm like, what are you doing? And notice LeBron's ass was like, I'm going to play 5 minutes. Y'all got it. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, y'all got it. I'm 36. I need to rest. I was against this shit. Anyway, he literally played for like 5 minutes and dipped. You never saw him again.
Didn't give a shit.
Not at all. Motherfucker sitting there eating protein bars and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But overall, what did you think from the shit that you saw and just everything? Like, what's your take on it?
I mean, this is still. I definitely think that this is the way that they're doing the All-Star game now is the way to do it, because they used to be able to do East versus West. It wasn't, it wasn't unbalanced, and they could really have a good game and people would compete. And for many years, it just became like what you said. It was pregame shooting. It was like, let's just all have fun and not do anything. So the idea of this target score, which is a very interesting idea, but it has definitely worked 2 years in a row. This one obviously was less close than last year, but it was because last year it was kind of nail biter at the end there, because I want to say it was AD or somebody that had to hit a free throw, and it was like terribly clutch in an All-Star game.
Yeah.
And but I like the format for the game. Now the slam dunk in the middle of halftime, shit like that. Like the reason why, which they learned immediately, and it's COVID, and this is why it happened. But the 3-point shootout was all stars basically, and that's because they didn't want more people to come and have to quarantine, all that kind of jazz. And so that's why it was amazing, because it was literally the best players. And then you get the dunk contest, which is at halftime. So the players possibly are tired, whatever it may be. So the actual all-stars are not going to do it. And so you give us 3 nobodies. I mean, I was like, oh, did they literally are these G League players that are known for just absolute just hops? and they
Fucking
called
bench
him up.
players.
They
Hey.
called him up so that they could do some crazy dunks, and they're going to send him straight back down to make 900 a game.
Right.
And I mean, because they're nobodies, but it was a thing. I'm surprised Zion wasn't a part of that, but because it is a thing. I wish that LeBron had done it when he was young.
He should have like 20 times.
Yeah, but I feel like Giannis or Zion should have learned from that and just done it.
Right.
But instead they made him the youngest all-star starter ever or whatever it was, and it's like he's not deserving of that. But
yeah, because this pisses me off because he can't do that fucking dunk contest because this motherfucker was missing pure ass alley-oops in the goddamn game. I'm like, Zion, what are you doing? Like this is your chance for you to go up against Giannis, and y'all just put on a fucking show of just hammer. You doing, bruh? I was like, sit down. Just I can't because it was just ridiculous. So it's fine. Who the fuck is Myers Leonard?
Plays for the Heat, and he's also a Twitch streamer. He apparently said something anti-Semitic, and then just did a big apology on Twitter.
Oh shit! All right.
LeBron will never do something where he will never look good. He's 36.
He can still jump on some shit.
Okay, better than some G Leaguers who are 19.
Apparently, yeah, apparently, because that shit was trash.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm like, LeBron is a natural superstar. He is crafted.
He's not a natural superstar. Bruce, you said I feel like you're a little on one side here, buddy. A little bit. I'll call you out on it with your no picture ass. Is that even your real name?
You're so stupid. We're not about to get into LeBron debates on this show right now. No, he's a fucking cat though. I was giving him the same shit on the show. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?" During like the stream.
That's why live's fun.
Yeah, it's fun as hell. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. So here we go. I saw a little film. What? Because they released it early, which surprised the fuck out of me. Coming to America. That dropped over the weekend. Okay, so I saw it.
What'd you think?
I did see it. And I don't see the need for it. I didn't see it. Didn't see the need for it other than trying to be relevant or just do what everyone's doing and bringing back old properties for new age. Just re-release the old one, the original, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
The jokes didn't land, most of them. The main dude who played the son wasn't convincing. I was like, fine, whatever. It seemed like they was trying too hard on jokes and trying to be relevant and hip to what's new. It was like a fucking, which I'm cool with, but I'm just like, damn, you in this too? It was like a black field day. Like everybody black just popped up in the movie out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, where the fuck? Who? You're in this? Wait, fuck, you're in this? What? And it'd be the most random shits. Motherfucker in the background shining a shoe like, it's fucking Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington's not in the movie, but I'm just trying to say.
Is that Obama?
Right. Is that Obama fucking painting the side of a wall? What the fuck? So I'm just like,
oh shit.
It was just too much. And yeah, not enough Eddie. Like it felt like two different, and I guess that was the point of the movie. They tried to go with it. But I shouldn't feel that watching it as a whole. I should feel that narratively.
Sure.
It felt like Eddie Murphy's Akeem felt like an entirely different motherfucker than the one we got. Like it didn't feel like Eddie was in it. Like it felt like a check. Like I'm just like, okay, cool.
That's exactly what it was, sadly.
And they tried to go that way, with the film. It's like you lost like who you were. Da, 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 da. But I get that from a story, but if I'm watching you, I'm like, this doesn't feel.
You got to give it your all if you're going to do anything like that.
Right. I didn't feel it. I'm like, oh, something's just off. Like it was entertaining, had its moments, but just overall, I'm just like, Wesley Snipes was a fucking standout.
Really?
I fucking loved Wesley Snipes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I want him to come back. And apparently he's working on a new film with Kevin Hart now and all type of stuff. when he's coming back in these like side roles and like supporting roles, he fucking shines. He's great now. I'm like, dude, just come back, just do it.
Yeah.
We missed you. You're here. Come on. Like he was great in Expendables fucking 3. He's great in this, and I forget he was on a few other shit. Brooklyn's Finest and all type of like when he does all this, he's great. But I'm like, whatever, dude. But the movie itself, I just didn't see the need for it. It felt unnecessary to me.
It's really frustrating for sure. Because this is one, like Coming to America is literally one of the funniest movies ever.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I absolutely love it. I mean, it's funny to think about that. That's like, even though he started acting very late in his life, but it's like the young Sam Jackson as like the robber at McDowell's or whatever. And he walks in with Shoddy and all that. I'm like, I remember watching it. I couldn't believe it when I was a kid. And it's only getting better as I watch it. But then hearing this, like I was so excited for the sequel. And basically, instead of watching it, I saw all these people saying it's, basically they're just not into it. And so I kind of just wanted to save myself the pain, and I didn't watch it. So
yeah, you're not missing anything.
And I do hate it because it was one of those things where seeing Eddie, they're trying to make him do a comeback. He's supposed to be doing comedy again. He's supposed to be doing this, supposed to be doing that, because he, left for a long time, basically. And so I do think that this is one of those times that they were like, hey, man, we are going to cut you a fat check.
Not like he needs it, but
right. Not even close.
We're not even close.
And so it's frustrating for sure, but man, I wish it was better, because it does frustrate you whenever you have a movie that's amazing and then you make a sequel that's not necessary and it really drops the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that. And so I did see somebody say they brought up Rocky and Creed. That's one where it worked. Rocky could have been finished, but they do Creed, take it another direction,
his ass,
right? And it absolutely just it's amazing. The first Creed I love so much. So with this, it's like comedy sequels in general are tough, but when your people are phoning it in and it's 20 years later or however long it's been, that makes it much more difficult.
Right, and that's the thing. Bruce just said it, and you coming off Dolomite, which was fucking amazing, and then fucking you do this. I'm like, come on, man, keep it going. Like, what are you doing? So I'm like, it's what it is. But that really hurt to see.
Because like Jesse said on the other one, it's like the new Dumb and Dumber where they brought them back. I love the first Dumb and Dumber, but apparently the second one is hot garbage, and so I'm not going to waste my time on it.
It's not the best.
So
it's definitely not the best. All right, guys. So we're going to move on to our, headlines of the evening. Well, headline. It's been relatively quiet, very quiet, actually in the world of movie news. So it's, we don't have too much, but what we do have is quite fucking interesting. But
got that right.
But if I was looking to say, I thought I missed something. So yeah, if you made it this far with us, you're still here watching, even on playback. If you're catching this up, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Sure thing.
Subscribe over to the new channel. Link is in the live chat now, as well as the description box of the previous channel, which is also going live right now. So be a part of the conversation, be a part of the Crime Fighter Nation. Join us every week for the Film Cave, as well as several other content here. So you don't want to miss it. There's big things coming up. Big things. Okay. So, Brooklyn, look at you already calling shit out. Well, yes, you would be correct, good sir. Why do you know about this? Why are you in my computer? This is why my shit's fucking
Who
up.
are you?
Right. Who the fuck are you, man?
You work for the FBI?
Right. You wearing a wire? What's up? But so Justice League, after a string of reveals and short little teasers of the characters, which have been pretty damn cool, actually. They had Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, now Cyborg, so everybody. And then Darkseid got forced to be released because they fucking leaked that shit out. And I don't think it officially released yet either. I think it's still just leaked, wasn't it? Or did it officially release?
I want to say it played on Twitch, and that's where it came from.
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah, it was on Twitch where the leak came from, but I don't think the official Dark Side
Yeah, no, they haven't
thing released it yet.
officially released it yet.
But I saw it. I did watch it. I was like, fuck it, because it was clear, it looked good. That shit looks great. Dark Side is a motherfucker. I was not expecting that. I was like, ooh,
I haven't watched
yes.
any of them because
Oh, no?
I'm trying to go in as blind as I can because like
Well, that's the thing. They don't show us anything. There's shit that we haven't already seen. Like you'll get a small little snippet of something. It's like, oh, but nothing big, nothing major. But
I haven't seen shit of Dark Side.
Waited.
Really? Okay.
I should have waited for Dark Side. They didn't show anything, like nothing major, like shit we've already seen. Like it's him literally just sitting down while he's talking in the background.
Yeah.
And then him talking to Steppenwolf on like a mother box thing. That was literally about it. But
I just feel like he's not going to be in it like as much. So like, when you start getting 2 minutes of footage, that might be half of his stuff.
Oh, it's not that long. It was only like 30 seconds of stuff they release.
Okay.
Of all the stuff. Yeah, no, it's like
and then plus what's in the trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it looked fucking great. I was like, oh shit.
Well, good.
But that wasn't the only motherfucker leaked. Apparently, Tom and Jerry fans got an amazing surprise.
Jeez.
When they went in thinking it's about to see the world's greatest fucking frenemies. And turn it on and looking at fucking Steppenwolf's ugly ass. Scaring the shit out of kids. But apparently, well, not apparently, it did. Zack Snyder's Justice League got leaked for, how long did they say? It was only up for like a few minutes until it was taken down?
It was like 2 hours.
Oh, shit, yeah? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it was handled within minutes. Sorry, when found out. But
right.
It was up there for a minute, apparently. So there's some motherfuckers out there spoiling it, talking about it, and all type of this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Now, to me, I think you have shit pulled up or know about it or whatever. I think you know a little bit more about it than I do.
Okay.
But this is a fucking inside coup to me. I feel like WB said, ha ha, fuck you, guy. Take this, sabotage. That's what I think. But hey, they hate that man with a fucking vengeance. Do not put anything past them.
I see why people are saying that, but Warner Brothers put $70 million into this, and this is also not Warner Brothers' fault. Warner Brothers is beyond this.
Warner Brothers, did they? Was they AT&T?
Well, so that's the thing, though, is HBO Max is separate from Warner Brothers anyway. So this is AT&T and HBO Max that's in control of this, but they put $70 million into this, so they want this to succeed as much as humanly possible. But like I did see, like all these people were like, man, like somebody's getting fired, of course.
Oh,
and like I saw this one person that was like, it was a joke. I don't know if this happens or not, but somebody was like, can you imagine your kids are screaming bloody murder? It's spring break. They're 4 years old and 7 years old. They won't shut the fuck up. They want to watch Tom and Jerry. So you put it on and you watch Steppenwolf rip Wonder Woman's aunt in half. And I was like, oh my God.
Wait, is that what happens? You just
so I don't think that actually happens because that was just somebody making something up. But because Wonder Woman's aunt,
Logan,
she gets killed in the first movie.
Well, okay.
But I did see this guy say, because I saw one person say they were watching it and it just cut when they finally fixed it. It just cut and Tom and Jerry in the middle like just started playing and it was in Justice League's aspect ratio, like the square.
Mm.
And that's just how it played for a while. But this one guy did say they figured it out and cut the feed. But I can say the first hour or so of Snyder Cut is the best DC film I've ever seen. Granted, that's 1 hour of 4 hours. So 3 hours could be absolute dog shit.
Doubtful. Stop being so negative.
But no, I mean, that's any movie. But it is interesting because this could have become the best marketing imaginable. If people were like, holy shit, I got to see a little bit of it and it's incredible. Without
been some deliberate shit.
So, it could be a Deadpool like leak and they're like, hey, watch some of this. Because I like how it was not up long enough to even finish the movie. Like if you were ready right when it was available, you still wouldn't have seen half the movie, which is hilarious to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, that you put that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even see half the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, you're like, oh God, I got to come back, and actually watch it. So
Listen, that's smart. They should put it that way. That shit could be deliberately leaked. Like, here you go. Just tickle their balls a little bit. Throw it out, give it to them.
Yeah.
And let them just go crazy and then just take it back.
and now they're getting the absolute shit. Like, they're like, oh, give the Snyder Cut fans some, make them feel a little special if they got to see some of it. And they're like, this is fucking deliberate. Like, they hate this man. And it's like, oh God, would this really backfired on us?
Right. Okay, abort, pull it.
Yeah.
It's not working. Which is also great for Tom and Jerry because I think they partnered. It's like, listen, we're about to give you a shit ton of marketing, but here's what I need you to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna fuck your spot for a little bit. It's okay, but then once the news get it, it's your movie. Everyone's gonna flock towards it. All right, so good for it. Tom and Jerry's like, hell, fucking yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah, our movie's garbage. Let's fucking do this.
Hey, give me all the attention. Give it to me.
I like what
my black ass show went there. I was like, what?
I like what Eric said. He said should be called Justice Leaked instead of Justice League. See what they did.
Are you a dad? Do you have a kid? Are you a dad?
No, but that was a dad. There's some angry dads out there trying to watch some Tom and Jerry.
Facts. Like, leave me alone. Nobody coming. What are you doing? I'm watching Tom and Jerry. Like, what?
Yeah. Can you imagine that though? It's a kids movie, and then you swap it with an R-rated Justice League film.
Right.
Crazy.
Brutal ass alien just chopping females down.
Yeah.
It's like, kids like,
just wanted to watch Tom and Jerry.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. That would be hilarious. Oh my God. I wish I could see that. But
yeah.
So I think that's great. I think so that makes better sense. There's still a point. WB could have sabotaged, who knows? But I like your theory better. People think that. Don't mean they only got power. Just saying. Just saying.
It's their money down the toilet. Why would they sabotage it?
They didn't spend them. Oh, AT&T financed all that shit.
Yeah, except for all of the original cut that was shot.
Oh, yeah, Warner Bros. Don't give a fuck. But they're prepared to take hits for that. They're like, we don't give a fuck. We're never releasing this shit ever. They don't care.
A $200 million fucking hit.
Right. So it's like they obviously didn't care. They're like, fine, withhold it. They ain't got to see shit. Bye. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see.
This is like people thinking that there's like big conspiracies in America. Like, they can't keep secrets. No, nobody can. And people aren't that smart. The people running America are dumb as fuck. You think the people running Warner Brothers are smarter than them? Y'all are insane. Warner Brothers is the worst run studio there is, and y'all think they're smart as shit, able to do this conspiracy leaking stuff. It's one guy, he was like, hey, fuck these Snyder Cut kids. I'm about to leak the whole goddamn thing, and then he got fired.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, guys, we are doing a live, and I mean live. And All-Star was a great test of that, and apparently I can sit my ass still for 4 hours when I'm entertained.
Well, good.
We will be doing a live watch-along, a watch party, because it'll also be my birthday, for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So be sure the link to that will be up probably later this week or so, if not the beginning of next. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys come and join me. Of course, obviously, you're going to need your own copy. We will not be showing this bitch on the screen, obviously. But we all can log into HBO Max, set it all up on the same time, and just get our minds blown together. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks, because it's going to be my birthday. I'm going to be lit. So make sure y'all there for that. I tried to get this bastard to come with me. He may still be, but I don't know. We'll see. Y'all spam him in the chat and get him to be there with us. Spam
it's
him.
Tough that it's a Thursday. Like, I got work the next day. I can't stay up.
Oh, and then we're gonna go into Falcon and the Winter Soldier right after. Motherfucker, it's gonna be a night. It's going. I don't know if I'm gonna be sitting there slumped.
Well, wait.
Live.
If it comes out on the 18th, does that mean midnight Wednesday night?
I don't think so. I think they said it comes out a little later, like in the afternoon, like 3-ish or so. But it could be wrong. Okay. There's no official thing yet. Either way, my black ass ain't staying up that long to do all that.
Right.
It's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when that will be going down. So you know.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not doing that early, and nobody realistically is probably going to stick around to watch it that fucking early. So, so I'm going to do that, and then we're going to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it's going to be a party.
There you go.
Party, y'all. Party hardy. All right. So there's that. I'm going to send y'all a new link again for those popping in. Subscribe to the new channel and be able to find out where exactly that is. Boom. There y'all go. All
yeah.
right.
So Bruce, Brooklyn, Mr. Poopy Pants, click that link in the chat because you're on the wrong channel. Go subscribe to the new one, guys.
They're subscribed. I know they are. I don't know, but Mr. Poopy Pants is new. Mr. Poopy
He's
Pants.
from mine.
Oh, okay. I was like, go bring your shitty ass to the new channel, man. Right.
Straight out the ass.
Right. Fresh out the ass. Can I tell you how many shit that's been getting popped in on my videos now and comments? People just coming out of nowhere. Fresh out the ass. I'm like, God damn it.
Fantastic.
Right. Caleb, I think you're subscribed. I believe. I know you're
I saw Caleb over there.
Yeah. I know he's frequent. He's been sticking around. He's a good one. All right. Yeah, Bruce is subbed to both. Yeah. All you guys are subbed. Some of you.
Oh. Eric is John, you made fun of me for the dad joke. Look what's down below us. What you made. Motherfucker.
What I make? Justice Leaked?
That's you. You fucking asshole. He read it from you.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot all about that shit.
I'm not even reading that. That's hilarious. Eric said, Justice Leaked is the subject title going across the bottom of the screen. I didn't make that up.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, on the new channel. Fantastic.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Whew, I'm hot.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's hilarious. That's funny. I said what I said, damn it.
Are you a dad? Do you have a kid?
Not that I know of. Oh my god. Yo, some quick side story. I was in here it was the fucking NBA. Apparently that was an eventful fucking night. Somebody's banging on my fucking door. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Oh shit.
I open the door. It's some chick looking at me with a kid in her hand, coughing and shit. I'm like,
no.
I'm like, I'll be goddamn. I'm like, do I know? Is that mine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember you.
Right. I don't remember you, but that's not saying much because I was bad. So I'm like, but then she's like, oh no, sorry.
Wrong door.
Right, bruh. I was like, who the fuck is this? I was like, I need a test. I don't know. But yeah, that was exactly Caleb. John, meet our son. What? I'm like, oh God, I cannot. That's hilarious. But yeah, that reminded me of that. M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. John made the joke. Yes.
Correct.
Yes, I did, Jesse. All right. So I think it's getting into is there anything else you want to say about Justice Leaked? Or you're pretty
I mean,
good?
No, I'm good. I'm excited for it. I feel bad for people that are upset about it, but and people that are spoiling it, which I would just be surprised if people that would spoil it actually got the chance to watch. You know, like you had to really be on that and have avenues for it. Because, I mean, by the time I heard about it, it was already gone. You know, whatever. Right. So
let's skim through that bitch while they have. Oh, it's on. Skim.
No, I mean that's very true. Just jump to the last hour. It's true.
Right. So,
but
hey guys, I know how Justice League ends.
Yeah, that would be fucked up. I could see that happening though.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just, to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of on like Akasan's train here, where it's like so much. This shit just keeps getting crazier and weirder and whatever. We need to get this over with. Get it out. Get everybody, happy, and let's go. Like, get out of here. I
sure thought they were going to release that bitch early because of it. I sure thought they were. I was like, oh, well, they're getting ready to drop it any minute now, guys. So get ready.
The date is too special, though. They can't, because it's supposed to be close to the.
Right. And it's my birthday. Don't do that to me.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's right.
Birthday. Come on. That's the most special thing about it. That's what you was talking about. Fuck you. But fine. All right.
Zack's daughter?
When's her birthday? Was it the 20th?
It's like a couple days. Yeah. A couple days away.
Oh, well, then there's that too. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's her and yes. Okay, sorry. Second most important would be mine. Would be my birthday. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So now something else dropped, which is making a lot of fucking waves. Yes, it is. WandaVision. She dropped. It is over. There's no more WandaVision. It is a wrap. It is done. And it's with great sadness that I have to report that. But it is also with great sadness that I must admit I hated this episode. No, I'm completely lying.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I just wanted to see it all crumble. I just wanted to watch the world burn. I thought it was phenomenal. It was great. It was amazing. The post-credit scenes leave a lot to be desired. I was not happy about those, but the episode itself was fucking phenomenal. It gave me everything and more what I needed. There were still issues. We will get to that.
Yeah.
We will get to that. But it was great. The best acting from those two all season.
Correct.
Oh my God, that fucking end. That whole last. Oh my God. Yeah. So just all of that. We'll get into it. If y'all spoil it, unsubbing, what are you doing here?
I know this is definitely spoilers. It's been out for days. No, you need to get out of here, Mr. Poopy Pants. It literally says spoiler review below us. Get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna have to come back, brother, or mute or take the hit.
Yeah.
You was late. It is Tuesday. It came out Friday.
The fact that you are watching anything online and not watching the episode right now, crazy.
You are a brave soul.
We're definitely going to spoil it right about now.
Yes, I am sorry. You have been warned again, sir. You have been warned again. Okay, so let's break it down. Well, first of all, tell me, do you want to break it down, or we'll go through what we liked, what we didn't like? How do you want to go about this? Because it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we need a full episode breakdown necessarily, because to your point, I have some negatives on it too.
Right.
Being that it kind of drags in some spots, even though it's a crazy action-packed episode, but there's a few times where, like, fucking Boner.
Get that at all.
Anytime in Boner's room, I could have done without. But we'll get to it.
It's like, so I don't know. Okay, how do you want to go about this?
So I say we just give our thoughts. Pick out things we like, things we don't like. Whatever. Because I'm with you. I think I love the episode. It's my favorite episode of the whole series.
Ouch.
But it's not a perfect episode by any means, but it definitely is my favorite. And yeah, like you said, the acting is so good. I loved what they did. And and this is one, I also think that this finale, it's honestly, WandaVision being the first series to come out on Disney Plus for Marvel was not the original plan, but I think that it's a blessing in disguise, because you and I are some of the problem, fucking, speculation and theories, and we got upset by some, and this is our lesson. Because the ending that we got is most definitely the story that they were telling. Yes. We were speculating and going along with things because it made sense. But like the director just came out today. He did an interview and was like, the fact that people latched on to the aerospace engineer, he was like, we never had anything planned for that. But he was like that. And
well, put so much focus on it.
And that's the thing is he's like, I did not think that we put focus on it at all, but because one of the guys was BD from comicbook.com, and like in his interview a couple weeks ago with the director was like, who's the aerospace engineer? And he was like, oh man, I guess we'll have to, we'll find out maybe, I don't know. And then they did an interview today, and BD was like, I literally had to apologize because it's no one. Like he was like, it was never part of the show. And I think that we've learned a lesson where we're going to speculate, we're going to have fun doing it, but we cannot be upset.
Well, don't do dumb shit either.
When because I saw somebody say like, it now is ridiculous. Like, y'all really think they were going to introduce the Fantastic Four or just Reed Richards, Magneto, and like all these things, it's like all in a Disney Plus show in one season, while also trying to tell this, contained story. And it's like, no, that's ridiculous.
She's
So,
one of them. Shit.
but that's not the story they were telling. So I love the episode. It's definitely got some problems, I would say, but every episode this whole series has, I mean, in terms of little problems, but I loved it. And I actually, the second after credit scene specifically, I think is, it's more intriguing because we have no idea what it means, but it's some crazy shit going on.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Because I mean, she's
doing a Doctor Strange. She's like astral projecting while making tea, studying the fucking book.
And so I saw somebody else say, Doctor Strange has only done that when he's sleeping.
Right.
And so they were like, what does it mean for her to also like be awake? And it's like, why has she split herself? And it's kind of interesting because somebody was like, hey, she just wanted to have some tea and keep learning. And then somebody else was like, what if this is like Wanda as herself and then bad Wanda, the Scarlet Witch Wanda, and like her personalities and like her soul is split or something. And like
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. And so here I go with the speculating again. But
right. I'm about to say that's lazy as fuck. If not, I'm like, bitch, you're awake. Just sit down and look at the bitch. So I'm I don't get which.
I just want to have some tea and relax.
I want to have my fucking actual self go here.
So I want to kind of get your take on it because there's some things in here. I'll wait till the end of the speculation. Tell me your breakdown. What were the things that you loved the most? What are things that you didn't like?
Okie dokie. Things I loved. One, I loved just the entire any and all battle shit that's happening in that fucking. I was like, thank fucking God.
And so well directed, by the way.
Here we go. Yes. Like I said, this is where all the budget went. All of it. And I'm
Oh no. Oh no, his shit. Did he blue screen? Oh no, guys. Are we up? We're still live. Who's in the chat? Uh-oh, who's in the chat? Let me see this. Oh, he's back. Oh, shit.
Lord, I don't know what happened.
Oh, my God. Are we still up?
Right. I think we are. We're still live.
Yeah, okay. We're good. Hilarious. All you, Logan. All you.
Right. Let me see. We're still live, right?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Right. Okay, yeah, I see it. We're still good.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Right. Wanda didn't like any of that shit. I'm sorry.
Said John got stuck in the hex.
Right. Right. Okay. So what I loved, any of all the fighting was fucking amazing. I was like, it's about time. That Vision on Vision fight was just,
oh my God, it was so fun.
White Vision was fucking menacing. Like the minute he came down, the perfect snow almost smashed her fucking head. I was like, oh my God.
Start hearing her fucking head crack. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh my God. So that was great. The kids getting involved was great. I loved their moment. Monica's moment to shine was amazing. I loved when she did the whole phase through and
so
the energy
cool.
of the amazing. I absolutely love Catherine Hahn's Agatha. She's amazing. Yeah. She's amazing. And I'm glad they did not kill her.
Correct.
Leave her, set her up for later. Love it. I love the Theseus moment, the Vision on Vision.
So cool, man.
That was one of my favorite, like this top moment for me.
And actually ripped straight out of the comics, which is surprising, but so cool.
It's amazing. I love that he has all his memories and shit back.
Yeah.
He's Vision, but he's not. I don't know if he's still gonna be emotionless, like remember everything, but still not have the emotional ties, just like White Vision does not. So I don't know if they're gonna keep that or not. I don't know. Curious, great setup.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Of course, the reveal moment, the Scarlet Witch. I fucking like. It was just that's all that was for me. Like it was phenomenal. She looks great. She is fine in that suit. There's the whole design. Everything was just perfect.
Yeah.
She used the ruins trick. Cool. Boom. And then my favorite part of the whole of everything is the ending.
Yeah, when they're talking.
From the kids all the way
Yeah.
until Vision disappears was
So
absolutely
good.
phenomenal and just heartbreaking. Like,
Yeah.
it killed me. And we finally saw Vision cry. Oh my God. Like,
So good, man. Holy shit.
watching that shit, I was like, yeah, emotions are flying. It was beautifully scored, the acting, the message, like who knows what I'm gonna be next? Like, what's up? Like, you don't know. Like, all of that was just amazing, man. It was so sad. It was amazing to see her finally come to the realization of everything. Because like,
Yeah.
minute she became Scarlet, her shit flipped. Like,
Yeah.
everything from there.
Yeah.
Like, even with Agnes, from everything on, she flipped. She was more confident. She was like, "This is me."
Yeah.
Like, everything switched. So I was like, "Whoa, okay." So that's that summed it up. What I did not like, there was still a lot of loose ends. Don't know what the fuck happened to the beekeeper. That just went unexplained. Fuck Ralph. I hated that reveal. That was just dumb to me.
I agree.
Fine, whatever. And I think that was really it.
Yeah.
In terms of like my negatives was that like it's open-ended shit that they built up and left just disappointingly again, and then the reveal of Ralph.
Yeah.
Me. But yeah, go right ahead. I'll piggyback.
No, I'm with you. It's it's the episode that we got to see everyone. You know, I will admit there's loose ends, but this also tied in so much of the show that we've had. The end scene with her and Vision, you know, just sitting there talking, and him, you know, her explaining what she is, because that's also something too that I don't know if I should have taken it this way, but like with when it comes to her becoming the Scarlet Witch, it at least looked like, you know, she has her power, she did the runes, whatever, and then she took her power back and all of Agatha's power. So she's ungodly powerful. But then also she's explaining to Vision, you know, hey, you're the part of the soul stone that's in me. So it's like, does that mean she now, like, she didn't have the power of the soul stone in her for the whole, you know, time that, the minds. I keep thinking because he had a soul. That's why it's like he was given a soul. But anyway, it's like, so I'm wondering, like, is she even more powerful because she did not have the Infinity Stone power at all in her for this entire WandaVision time, and now she does because it's, you know, she's not having to deal with that anymore, and Vision is not, you know, walking around as a made up thing. So I don't know. It's very, very interesting. I loved that whole thing. You know, her literally looking at him and saying, you know, you're my love, and him fucking crying and shit. Yeah, it's so good. And then I'm people are talking about in the chat, and my biggest question is, where the fuck did White Vision go? Because it literally, like, I thought in my reaction, even
to be seen,
like, Vision gives him his memories back, and then I was like, holy shit, it's about to be two Visions on the same team.
Like, I thought they were gonna fuse.
And yeah, correct. Yeah. That was what I initially thought. And then he was like, I'm Vision, and he took off flying, and I was like, oh shit, he's about to go fuck up Agatha or something. Right. And so I was like, oh wow, so now, like, the purple Vision can take care of the kids, this one's out there fucking some people up, and like, it's this whole team. And no, he just dipped, and I was like, what? And so then the beginning of that after credit scene at the end, I was like, oh, it's gonna reveal that he's in the cabin with her. Hell no, she's in there becoming the darkest motherfucker there is.
Right.
And
I think he just went away to like process. Cause I'm like,
right,
you just got everything just flooded back after being like dismantled and fucked up and everything is just back. So he probably just went off to be like, I need a fucking second. Like, I don't know what is happening right now. So it's I don't know. But to interject before we continue, guys, I put the link to the stream in the chat. So if you want to come in with us live to ask some questions, make sure you hit that link. You can do either phone or laptop, computer, whatever you're sitting at. Yeah. You can join us here live on the show via video. Get your question out, and we'll do our best to answer it. But remember, you're going to get your question out. You're going to give us your thoughts on that matter. And of course, we will sadly, of course, have to continue on without your pretty face. But we will answer your question to the best of our abilities just for time's sake and make sure everybody gets a turn. That does come up, but we'll see. All right, sorry. Continue, good sir.
So really my question, because crazy name drop here I was not expecting, is Agatha sitting there. She's got the Darkhold in front of her, and she says, you are more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, sir.
And this has had like some debate online, and I think it's kind of crazy, but because I've already said, this has been said by Kevin Feige for a long time. Wanda is the most powerful Avenger. Period.
Yeah, she's fucking ridiculous.
End of story. She's more powerful now.
Reality.
Correct. And so there was some stuff online, and so I just wanted to ask you what you think about this, because we know for a fact that she's a lead in Doctor Strange 2. We're going into that. That's what this, that second post-credit scene definitely is leading to that somehow. But do you think, if they fought, who would win? I think you kind of just said. But then also, is she a villain or is she a hero for that movie?
She is villain for show.
Okay.
She is digging into that book. She's about to be consumed. It's going to take everybody and some fucking Strange and everybody to be like, bitch, wake up. Like, figure it out. He's going to get his ass whooped a lot, but something's going to obviously help to break through. But she's definitely tapping that ass when it comes to it, because she doesn't even have to move like a muscle. She's just like, all right, boom, yeah, all right, boom, all right, boom. Not even do that. Just look at you and some shit happens. Like, she's ridiculously powerful now. Like, she was that before. Right now, there's no scale. Like, it's like her shit reminded me of like when she was transforming. I was like, this bitch looked like Phoenix. Like all of that was just like boom. So I'm just like, it's ridiculous to me. So she's definitely gonna be a villain for this. I think that's what's setting up, because if there's some shit that she's reading that she can have her kids back, because I don't know why those little fuckers were at the end, but apparently she's looking for them. If there's some way, like, listen, this is how you get your kids back, but it comes with some dark shit, so you have to do this. So I think that's where Nightmare and all of them, or whoever, they will come into play in Doctor Strange 2. So she's probably doing like some bidding shit, and she'll release the fucking multiverse and fuck shit up. And I think that movie, maybe that she'll create mutants at the end of it. Maybe.
Sure. It's possible
to do that. Because everyone thought it was going to happen here. It didn't. So I think for a bigger scale, they're probably saving that for a more appropriate thing like Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck you. Here's tons of me, motherfucker, or whatever. So it was a lot of setup. I feel, and like I said, we got the scrolls with Monica. I was like, I don't give a shit. Fine, whatever. Go see Nick Fury. Fine. Bye.
Yeah.
Like setting up Captain Marvel 2. I just expected bigger impacts of end credit scenes with the show that we've been given.
Yeah.
And I guess, again, that's my fault, I will say, but I expected more just because of the path that it's been on. And the finale that we got, I'm like, this shit is big. So, okay, we about to get some shit. They gave us 2? Oh, yeah. I was like, okay. So, yeah, but overall, amazing. I'm glad Paul Bettany gets to stick around some more, because I'm tired of seeing a motherfucker die. I like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, that is him and Wanda are the two most tortured fucking souls.
I know, man.
In all of Marvel now. Like, especially Wanda, but Vision now too. This man died about 5 times. It's been through everything. Like, Jesus, the strongest couple in MCU and the most tortured in the MCU. Yeah. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. Now, how do we think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to measure up to this? Because apparently, I read somewhere today that the levels of speculation and stuff like that, surprises are like.
Did you see who said that bigger. Though?
No, I just looked. I was like, okay, whatever.
Is the guy, the MMA fighter that was in Winter Soldier? I can't. Saint Pierre or whatever.
Oh, Saint Pierre. Oh, that's what he said.
He don't know what the fuck. He didn't read any scripts besides his own shit. I
did see that, Caleb. That there was a missing scene that Senior Scratchy was supposed to turn into a big ass.
Yeah, and well, so that's the thing too, is they even kind of said that apparently this is where it becomes a little interesting. It does sound like possibly Kevin Feige kind of backed out of some shit during, like, towards the end of production or something, to where I think there was supposed to be some bigger things happening in this show. They even kind of said there was a 10th episode, and they were able to cut enough out, and it just made it 9 episodes.
Yeah.
But like we know for a fact that Doctor Strange, like Cumberbatch came and filmed a scene. We actually know that. So like that was cut. The Senior Scratchy thing was cut with the rabbit turns into a demon.
Right.
I think some things were cut, and I think they are a little bit afraid of doing as big of reveals on Disney Plus, maybe because it's not worldwide yet.
Don't be pussy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, people are torrenting it enough anyway, but when it comes to the finale and what it could mean for Doctor Strange 2, I like what basically my theory is kind of what Eric is saying in the chat. I think that they are going to come out and say, I think it's still Mephisto or Nightmare or the amalgamation of both or something, where the kids were still something to do with him. And Agatha kind of says, you have no idea what you've unleashed. Like, if you taking your power away from me, you just fucked up. Like, I was holding some stuff back, whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's confirmed that Nightmare is like the guy for Doctor Strange 2.
And
like,
so it makes sense for sure. And so I'm wondering if either the two possibilities I have is she'll start out as a villain because she's being manipulated, and then Doctor Strange will kind of, hey, let's flip this. Or
she'll be good. She'll stay bad, yeah.
Or it's just she did this, unleash some stuff that he's having to deal with, and so he asks her for help, and she's just a hero the whole time. I would kind of like to think it's the first one, because we can definitely be good with some mean Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah.
We haven't actually seen that yet because it's what you said. As soon as she became Scarlet Witch, no cares in the world.
Yeah, her shit flipped.
I was like, a confident mother. Like she was like, got the kids. What's up, kids? Like her, like when she landed and like the kids were running to her and she like did the scrunchy face. It was the cutest thing ever. Yeah. And like she didn't care at all. Everything's good. She's like, anybody could show up right now and I would just crumble them.
She fucking banished Agatha.
Yeah.
And like, they care. She's like, I see you around, Agnes. I was like, oh shit, bitch.
Changed her name and everything. Fucking your name's actually Agnes. So only thing I don't get with that is obviously the people of Westview like know about this. Like it's not like their memory was wiped because they're looking at Wanda like, you fucking bitch. Right. And so like, and Agnes is walking around like, hey, like, because she's stuck there, and they're all like,
oh, she's probably gonna get ignored. Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, don't leave that bitch alone. She's
a witch. She's a witch. That's not
she
even her
flying
name.
Around and shit. Yeah, she was flying around and shit. We don't know.
Kind of interesting, but
Bruce, who's stronger than them two? You need to come on the show, brother. You need to click that link if you got anything. I need to see your face. We need to have a discussion.
I know, man.
Sir, I need to know who's stronger than those two. And who's a couple that's stronger than them two.
Yeah.
Sir.
But definitely interested to see what happens with Vision. And when it comes to the whole like her destroying the multiverse thing in the show, I thought that had to happen because we're getting Spider-Man 3, which is a bunch of multiverse shit, before Doctor Strange 2. Right. So things are kind of out of order.
Well, I'm confused because it definitely didn't end to set some shit up like that with Spider-Man 3. So I am confused.
And this is the kind of thing I don't like about, like, COVID did this. Like, let's be honest. But they even have come out and said, like, Spider-Man Far From Home happens months after this show. So, like, because it was a whole school year after the blip where they brought everybody back. And this show takes place during, like 3 weeks after that or whatever. So I already don't like that they're like releasing things out of order, but they're close enough to where you don't know and whatnot. Because if they're about to say, oh, Spider-Man 3 takes place after Doctor Strange 2, I'm fucking out. Like I do not want that. Because it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. So interesting to see what they do there. Because they for damn sure better not say, oh, she destroyed the multiverse off camera.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, that would piss some people off.
That ain't gonna fly, man. I want to see her do it for I want to see her motivations. I want to see how she does it.
Right.
And yeah.
All right. So we have somebody sitting on standby. Good Ronin Serb is giving you a heads up before I click. Make sure you're not touching yourself and no shit like that. So it'll be all good. But entering the cave, we have Sir Ronin. What's going on, man?
Hello, guys.
What up?
How you guys doing?
What to do, man? We're doing all right.
Good.
So you
What
got
a
a good question
finale.
for us, man. You got some stuff for us. What you got?
Yeah, question slash just expressing myself more, and also asking you guys about WandaVision because this show. It's so good that I haven't got a day not thinking about it, even at work, where people who haven't seen it, and I'm like, "What? You haven't seen it? Please
Yeah.
watch it before you get spoiled." Whereas like this line was written excellent, and that's something I want to put on a T-shirt. Or there's this moment that I care about a lot. I think first, I hope, glad you guys are doing okay. I think I want to make a comment that the things about yes, I expected Doctor Strange in the show as well, even if it was for like 30 seconds or a minute. I expect him in it.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is happening now in a post Infinity War / Endgame world, which I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I'll say it now that I think in a weird way the Earth staying still for about almost a full year without MCU related stuff hardcore on us was sort of a good thing for the MCU because
Sure.
after Endgame it was supposed to be what it was Spider-Man and then it was Black Widow, right? The thing about that now is that we just came over a big roller coaster dip of Endgame Infinity War. The greatest hits, everything was wrapped up good. I think what they're doing now with WandaVision and onwards is they're holding maybe a little bit stuff back from us and just saying it will come soon.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and Wanda will be conversing themselves. The thing that I think didn't help a lot, and I adore Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. They aces about the whole thing. The thing that I'm like, guys, you know what? An opportunity for improvement. So, the internet could not be shouting at us, even though we don't deserve this show, in my opinion. We've been blessed with this. Is them saying, Luke Skywalker-ish might be in the cards for us. And it's just like, that's not going to help at all because they didn't do that for Mandalorian.
That pissed me off.
But to my question, I should say, is what has been, maybe you answered already, but what has been your favorite episode / moments in the show so far from 1 to 9? Because I think it's solid between 1st to 9. Yes, there might be moments that you're like, it's dragging or I didn't need this, but that's the great thing about the world this show created was that even when we were with Sword, which I have a family member who I won't say who said the Sword stuff was the least favorite thing for me. And I'm like, I kind of enjoyed it because it's like when S.H.I.E.L.D. has not learned the lesson from Hydra. They haven't learned the lesson from Endgame. But to me, episode 5, I love the finale. Like you said, the kids moment. Thanks for choosing. Spoilers for anyone who's in chat. Okay, it's spoilers. But the kids saying thanks for her saying to the kids, thanks for choosing me to be your mom. I was on the floor.
Beautiful.
And then, Vision was basically playing Shakespeare somehow entered the MCU and was like, let me write for this android and make him cry. Yeah. To me, episode 5, where I believe it's the 80s moments where Vision starts picking up. And that was all it seems. And Wanda cuts the show with the credits, and he's like, "Norman has a family." That to me, that still gives me chill because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we're getting to the meat." It's not just pancakes and whatnot. That was to me one of the juiciest moments. Was that big argument?
Looking at his wife that he loves and knowing she's doing some wrong shit, and he has to confront her about it.
Lying
beautiful.
To him.
Yeah. So beautiful. He's like, these people are in pain. Like they have a family, like shit like that's like fucking insane. Cause he's sitting there going like, whatever you're doing, I understand. I bet it's for a good reason, but please like fucking let me in on this. Like it's so good. Cause he's like, I want to help. It's like when if your significant other comes in and is like, I just hit somebody with my car. Like we need to go try to bury this. Like, are you in? And it's like, I don't want to live my life without you. Let's fucking go, I guess.
Right.
Like it looks like I'm learning to bury a body. So he's kind of on that. So no, I'm right there with you. The actual couple shit when it's literally an android with a witch, and it's the most human MCU stuff we've seen, or it's up there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
you know, it's
What about you,
definitely
John? What's your favorite
amazing.
moment so far
Yeah.
besides the finale?
That's tough.
Putting on the spotlight.
Right. That's really tough. Damn. I don't know, man. Like it's that confrontation is really amazing, but the levels of excitement I had, I'd probably say when Evan Peters showed up, when Pedro showed up. I think that was
Sure.
pretty damn
Yes.
cool.
Yes, even after the whole boner thing, I say that's a great moment in the MCU because it's sort of a tease, which they didn't fulfill in this moment. But I hope maybe a takeaway from the MCU and Kevin is just like, hey, people really dig Evan Peters. It's not just a thing; they dig him as Quicksilver. Maybe in the multiverse, in one reality, he does come back, and it's like, no, I'm not Ralph Boner. I am Pietro. You're smaller in my world, but I am technically your brother. Which yes, everybody. I've seen every reaction I've seen possible. Everyone flip because I'm like, they're doing it. They're doing it.
Yeah, that was probably that was probably
the moment.
Yeah, I probably would say so. It's hard because I have to step back and think about everything and see what happened. But that gave me the biggest like, holy shit! So I'm like that at that time it meant so much in terms of possibilities and all that good stuff. So just like, well, fuck me. But we all know how that shit turned out.
And for me, in terms of like my favorite stuff, kind of going back to the WandaVision thing, it was the conversation that they had in the compound. What I loved about that scene, because also I just kind of learned today, I think it came out that Paul Bettany was one of the people that was like, hey, I don't think this scene is doing what we need it to do. And they kind of rewrote that scene on the day. And that's when the beautiful lines came up about, what's grief without, but love, persevering, all that.
Yeah.
And so like, and it's crazy that like he kind of helped with that. But what I loved about that scene was seeing it's an interesting thing because it's at that time they're not in love. He's just kind of trying to help this girl that's sad. She's alone, like she said, in a brand new country, all that. And I loved that it was an android coming into this girl and into this girl's room and like trying to understand humans and like
compassion. Yeah.
But also he's looking at love and he's like, okay, so this girl loves somebody so much and now she's in so much pain. And so that's where that what is grief but love persevering, and it's a outside perspective on that. Yeah. And I love that. But then also in terms of just moments, I do have to give a shout out to the very beginning of episode 4 with Monica in the hospital for the blip moment. Was an absolutely incredible scene.
That shit.
I think that that happened so early, we kind of have forgotten, but my God, I still remember like I was watching that.
Yeah.
And I like it ended and I was like, that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so well done. It was amazing. And yeah, so that was one thing that kind of outside of the show, even this show brought us. And I greatly, greatly appreciated that moment.
Yeah, because we never seen anything like that outside of Spider-Man Far From Home. It's like,
and it was kind of played off as a joke. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But this shit, Bill was like, nope.
In the moment.
Yeah. What do you do in a hospital when all of a sudden, you get twice as many people that are hospitalized?
Right.
Crazy.
Absolutely. That's ridiculous.
That's freaky, man.
People appearing in other people's beds.
Oh.
Crazy.
It might be too early to start ranking. I feel confident because of how wacky the show got and how, to me at least, it felt fresh. It felt fresh enough I remember when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, the first one. I remember I saw the teaser. I'm like, I don't know who these are, but I'll go watch it. And then the first scene with Peter Quill dancing and you see the thumb, I'm like, okay, this is fresh. I feel this show is fresh enough in the MCU from what we got that I'm like, this show story, regardless of what we expected or not, that what it set out, that even the director saying that grief was the main villain, which I am fascinated by that notion, that I think that this show is in the top 10, maybe top 5 stories that the MCU has done from all aspects: writing, acting, editing, the cinematography, the fact that we were now paying attention to aspect ratios of what does this mean? What does that mean? I found that completely fascinating. And this show, I think this story at least does a good job where I appreciate something like Logan, where I remember people saying that they didn't like that Weapon X-24 was the main villain. It's like, what does that mean? It's like, it's a metaphor. Wolverine finding his past of what he could have been. And that's sort of, I find that dynamics with Wanda. So do you guys have a ranking? Or are you still like, no, it's too early to rank it? Because I easily put it top 5, top 10 stories in the MCU.
We'll definitely get to that. I say we'll dedicate a show for that. Definitely, because it needs its own type of separate.
I know there's
attention to
this
it.
is the 24th project, so it's tough to
So we definitely will come back with that. But Sir Ronan, always a pleasure, brother. You always come with the good questions. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Well, I'm sure we will see you next week. So
we'll see you next time.
Man. Yeah. Yes, keep going, man. I love how the channel is growing, man. Keep going.
Appreciate it, man. Guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So that was a pretty good question. I think we should dedicate something to
some sort of ranking.
Right. Because it definitely stands on its own. It definitely holds a place. And it has so much of an impact. It just simply cannot be ignored. I hope Falcon and the Winter Soldier going forward does not play with our fucking expectations and be like, hey, here's this, here's that, and blah, 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 blah. Say what it is. And if you're going to plug something, make sure it has a goddamn payoff.
Here's the thing that scares me about that.
And Poopy Pants, you can come back wherever you are. He tried to come back. He was like, oh, it's still going on.
But what scares me about that is if COVID is the reason why things have been cut, things have been this, things have been that. What scares me about Falcon and the Winter Soldier is its connection to Black Widow. Because, Black Widow is supposed to come out much earlier than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right? April now comes out, right? Or am I lying?
What?
Black Widow. Does it come out in May or April now?
First week of May. Okay. It comes out in the end of April in other countries.
Gotcha.
But like I want to say, I remember people saying, hey, the new Black Widow from the Black Widow movie is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's like, holy shit,
she is
cool. Yes, apparently,
okay.
I could see her being cut now because that movie will not have happened yet,
right?
When the show hits, and so that's the other thing that's kind of interesting. Maybe it won't happen because Black Widow was shot already and finished. But when it comes to WandaVision and things like a Doctor Strange tease and things like that being cut, I think it's possible because Doctor Strange, remember, he got a new director. Sam Raimi came in.
Yes,
and it's quite possible that Sam Raimi, all of a sudden with this COVID time, started rewriting stuff because they did kind of say, he took Derrickson's script and he changed some things up, whatever.
Which
and
I
so
still
maybe
wish Derrickson stayed, man.
I know, I'm with you. But it's possible that the reason why maybe things have been cut is because Sam Raimi was like, oh, I can fit that into my movie and make this an even more epic movie. So let's not let her destroy the multiverse yet. Let's, let that be the beginning of this. And so things like that. And so it makes me wonder if maybe that's where we're at. But, people have been saying Thunderbolts could be introduced in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And that was supposed to be teased in Black Widow is what people were saying. So it's like, if they're in reverse, maybe now they'll cut that out. And I don't know. I hope not. But I think that we'll be able to see, because if there is anything, I'll say the last 2 episodes of WandaVision, I could tell that they shot things that we didn't see, because there were definitely some loose ends, things like with Monica and things with the kids, even to the point of things like going back to the very beginning when we first learned of Jimmy Woo and all that. Who the fuck is his, person that's in the,
Oh, thank you. The witness protection shit. That is completely just name dropped and just left it alone. I'm like, ugh.
Like Ralph Boner pops up and I was like, oh, like that thing, the picture of him means that he's witness protection maybe. And then, no, that's not it. He's a
headshot.
He's an actor or something. Yeah.
Here's another, what's his name? Trevor Slattery.
Trevor the director actually said that was
inspiration,
what they wanted, and which is a stupid thing to. I like Iron Man 3, but that's a stupid thing to be inspired by.
No, it's not.
But
Especially
oh, you liked Ralph Boner?
expectations and all that.
You liked Ralph Boner?
No, I don't think it's a stupid thing to be inspired by.
Okay,
That and
the
I meant too was fucking
execution was
brilliant. That
bad.
shit was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was dumb.
It's also when inspired by, don't do it again. That's kind of the problem with Marvel movies is they like to do the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, what say you guys in the comment section? I see you guys going about it some. I did put the link if anybody else wants to come in live, ask a question, or hang out with us for a little bit. The link is in the live chat to get your question off. But until then, you guys are doing pretty good with all these questions and just keeping the conversation going. I appreciate it, and I thank you. So do we think, before we start to slowly kind of wrap up here, Falcon and Winter Soldier, how do we think this will fare in comparison in terms of this is following up? This is obviously a different source material. This is a different feel and tone. How do we feel?
I think that this show will be much more direct. It will feel much more like a solo movie in what it does for the MCU, things like that. When it comes to WandaVision, we had 3 episodes that you could arguably, if somebody was like a piece of shit and were like, I kind of want to watch it, but fuck that sitcom stuff, you could arguably say, skip the first 3 episodes, jump in with episode 4, and shut the fuck up. You could say that with WandaVision.
Yeah.
And because it's out there, it's very unique in terms of the story being told and whatever. No, it is, but whereas with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think it's going to be very much so
crucial.
Like it's just going to be told like a solo film. It's not going to be anything, too crazy. SpaceX is doing a rocket right now. I don't know if you can hear it on my end.
Pretty sure it won't look stupid. What do you mean?
But
you won't look dumb.
I can't look stupid yet. I will join one day. But I do think it's going to be more direct, where or straightforward, I guess is the way to put it. Not as much mystery in the sense of looking at your main characters and going, what's happening? Are they a part of this? Are they not? Whatever. I think it's going to be, here's our 2 characters. We're going to grow them a little bit, tell a little story, and they're going to end up, they're still the same character at the end, but they're more into their own, like we would expect in a solo film.
Right. I mean, that first episode, like I was right. I remember I said that shit a few weeks ago on the show, that's Cap's funeral. This motherfucker's getting taken out.
I think so.
In their show. And I think that's like one of the first few episodes is going to be that shit. Yeah. So I'm like, man, they are going heavy on the show. And I'm very excited for that. I just keep it going. And then we have Loki. I'm just so fucking excited. Like,
oh man, we are in a great place.
Yeah, we are.
When it comes to MCU content.
Yeah, Loki, that'd be fucking ridiculous. I think that's gonna be the craziest show that we get. I think.
Yeah.
By far.
I think Loki and WandaVision are going to be very similar in the stories and the weirdness of how they're being told and what the subject matter is. And that's the thing. Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be a Captain America Winter Soldier sequel. It's going to be very grounded, very hand-to-hand combat type of shit. Whereas those 2 properties, one is magic, let me just go like this and I'm gone and let me fucking make a new reality. And then the other one's like, let me jump through realities and times and, let me do some crazy shit. And I'm like, I'm here for every single bit of it. So very excited.
Yes, it's going to be really ridiculous. And yes, Florence Pugh was supposed to be in fucking Winter Soldier. Sorry for the spoiler. But like I said, we don't think she's going to anymore because
it's quite possible that they don't.
All over. Yeah. Right. It's definitely the case, but I don't know. Fucking Rona, man, destroyed everything. Listen, if Chris Hemsworth comes out in the end of Loki, like I said, Caleb, I might lose my shit.
No, here's the thing. I think it's quite possible that he's in the series throughout because they're jumping through different time periods where they're friends, they're brothers.
Good.
Because even in the trailer,
Heimdall too.
Because he says at the end of that trailer, brother Heimdall, like get ready.
Right.
Where's he go? Get ready, are you beaming him here? So I think we could see a young Thor again.
Goddamn, I love this world. Wait, when does What If come out?
I think that's late in the year. Like I think they're saying that'll probably be maybe right before or during like Eternals time. So like October, November time, I would probably guess.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, we're getting Book of Boba in December.
Who?
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, got it. I was like,
In
what?
terms of
Oh, you threw me off.
Disney Plus releases.
Yeah.
So and they kind of want to stagger things between, because like Falcon and the Winter Soldier ends, and pretty much a couple weeks after that we get Black Widow, and then Loki starts up like within the month of that. So they're trying to kind of spread things out a little bit. So I could see that being, late fall, probably early winter.
Right. Well, Bruce, I didn't watch that interview, so I don't know. He says, I am shocked you guys are not talking about Meghan Markle and Piers Morgan.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it, but apparently she was in fucking hell. Like it was a regular day thing of Get Out in that bitch. Like someone was hitting the teacup on her ass, like ding, ding, ding. And that's it. Go to sleep. They had her under a lot of mind control. I did not watch it. I know I'm sparking a lot. Piers Morgan, I don't know what the fuck he probably said something dumb. I know it has something to do with racism.
I think he's leaving Good Morning Britain or something.
That too, but I just saw a clip where he was interviewing this woman. She was talking about, let's leave to talk about racism to us. I don't think you're in a da-da-da-da. So I'm sure he said something fucking stupid per usual as well.
I think he said something about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh, probably.
So.
I don't fucking know. It's the whole royals apparently is a fucked up thing, and they're much happy that they're free. They don't have the shackles anymore. I don't know. They probably got this on because there was like too much color. I don't know, but I don't know how that works. Well, best off to them. They're free.
I know. Good for them.
Right. So
fuck out of that.
Apparently, Prince, was it Harry that she's married to? Harry posted something about values or something that his mother like instilled and all that. So something fishy that was not ethical or just right was going on morally. So who knows what that is? But you're free. Have fun. So absolutely no hype for that. Caleb, you will watch your mouth on this stream. All right. You will not talk about.
Did you delete this message?
No. Fine ass widow. Okay. You watch your mouth. Okay.
How hyped are you for Black Widow? Because I still am incredibly excited.
I'm incredibly fucking hyped for what? First of all, anytime I get to see Scarlett Johansson's pretty face, I'm happy. Anytime I get to see Scarlett Johansson's pretty face in that wrapped up tight ass suit, I'm happy. But anytime I get to see all that and her whoop ass and be the badass female that she is, I am happy.
I'm with you.
And it hyped up, and it's been pushed back so many times.
I know it is true, but and I mean, I'll admit, with the first trailer, I wasn't super hyped for it, but the second trailer got me, and so I'm just dying to see that shit now. And I will admit, it's a thing of like, the things that have been pushed, I'm ready to get them over with. Like, give me that shit. I've been waiting on it for forever. That's how I feel about like Quiet Place 2. They just pushed it up, and I'm like, push it up more. God damn, I was like 3 days away from seeing that movie.
It's open now. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Start rolling shit out.
But good things are coming, you guys.
They are.
So let's see.
You already know what movie I'm excited for. Come on, it's coming. Cannot wait. Yes.
Space Jam?
Fix your face. Hell no. Space Jam. You can space my ass. No, it's fucking ridiculous.
You can't say space my ass. They're going to space next.
But can I'm talking about Space Jam. I want to see those motherfuckers in space. I don't care about Space Jam as much, but I want to see these fuckers in space.
I got you.
Absolutely. Cars in space. Oh my God.
Caleb said, I'm sorry. It's just that it's been delayed, but I will try to regain my love for it.
You need to regain quick. We did not speak ill of Miss Johansson on this channel.
Yeah.
We're not.
I'm excited for that movie.
But can her sister live up to her legacy? That's interesting.
That's the question, because she's going to be.
I mean, they got a great actress for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Who knows? I don't know. We definitely will see. All right, so we'll leave the link open for a little few minutes here before we wrap up to see if anybody else wants to jump in. We'll do a little filler. Until then, the link is still there if you want to join the show live and come up and have ask a question.
I'm surprised. My boys Jesse and Eric have not jumped in this.
Right. What's going on? All y'all in here and none of y'all want to jump in. What y'all scared for?
What's up, guys? This is the point of this.
For? Right. Don't be a scare. Don't be a scare. What's wrong with you?
Why are you so scary?
Right. Why are you crying? Come up
But,
here. Show your face.
But yeah, no, I mean, we got some good things coming, and Falcon the Winter Soldier, I'm getting more and more excited for that.
Yeah.
Literally with every second, like the fact that we are a week and a half away from the first episode of that, going to be, oh fuck,
Gross.
I read that, I was like, oh, he's about to freak out.
Bruce, brother, there's a lot coming out your mouth right now to where I'm not seeing your face
For the
on
listeners,
the screen.
somebody just
All right.
commented and said, Miss Johansson is a D actress.
You talking a lot. You got so much you want to talk about. You want to talk about Cowboys?
Yeah.
Talk about whatever you want. Show your face. You want to do it? The link is right there, brother. All right? Because you, sir, yeah, she is a D actress, but we ain't talking about D's in terms of her acting. Oh, I'm petty and nasty. All right, Dax Dillon. Well, you have a lot to say, but whenever you're ready, brother, you come on the show.
I know.
Because
You talk a lot of shit in silence.
You thumb gangsting right now, brother. All right? You know I watch you all, so when you ready, we here. You say that to me, right? All right, so yeah, Brooklyn, out of line. There you go, out of line. See?
Yeah.
Stand by your convictions, Bruce. Stand by your convictions, brother.
D actress at best. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going in. But it's okay. You see the rest of the crime fighters in here joining together.
I'm trying to think of like who he thinks is an amazing actor.
That is true. Who's an amazing actress, Bruce? Who is an amazing actress to you? We need to know this. I'd rather you come on the show and say it.
Yeah.
But
I don't have to wait for you to type.
Yeah.
With your no face ass.
Gangster.
Pink B.
Yeah. Gangster. What up? What to do? Scarlett's
talking a lot of trash.
Prove that in the Marriage Story and other films already. Oh,
right. Well, she's proved herself for.
You don't want to hear that? Have you not seen Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah, I mean, my God.
What is wrong with you, sir? This is blasphemy. I just want that to be known. I'm having a Stephen A. moment.
We want to talk about D actors. Let's talk about Vin fucking Diesel, everybody. What y'all think of that piece of?
Okay. It's a lot of bullshit. You could just host a show yourself. This is
y'all want to talk about
this is a lot of shit.
Let's talk about the main villain of Fast 9, John.
Nobody
everybody
said that Vin Diesel was an A-list actor. Nobody in life has said that. We just appreciate the gold that is Fast and Furious. And Joe, if you're still watching it, because I know you are. If you are, you tell Joe's my friend who's texted me and said he's watching.
Family.
You tell that motherfucker right next to you the Fast and Furious is the shit. And stop talking shit. All right? Him, this man next to me, whichever fucking side he's on, that shit. All right? Fast and Furious is great.
Caleb said, I don't have relatives. I have family.
Goddamn right. All about family.
Okay, Regina King is better than Scarlett, but
yes, she is.
But you're talking that's the difference between an A+ actress and an A actress, an A-list actor.
Right. You don't have to call Scarlett Johansson a D, my guy.
Are you high?
That's barely passing. Barely. Like, you can't even shed a tear like D actress. Like,
right.
You can't do nothing. Like, what?
Crazy.
Who hurt you? Did she hurt you? Did you try to holler one day? We were in the DMs and it failed. What happened? Tell me the story, Bruce. I'm here for you.
All right. I guess none of these guys are going to jump in the chat. We wanted you guys on, but that's all right, guys.
It's all right. It's all right.
We got plenty of weeks to come.
Right. Come in when you're ready. Logan cold-blooded with the Vin Diesel movie. That's because Logan has shit taste. We cannot help him. He has shit taste, everybody.
Nick Cage. That's what Bruce thinks.
Back in the day, he might have been, when he was hot shit and taking shit seriously. Now this man is a fucking Looney Tune.
He is.
That's what he is.
Definitely jump on the future. All right, perfect.
Yeah,
next time.
Next time. We'll hold you all accountable for your words. But I think this might be a good little time to end it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Denzel, Al Pacino, these are all men. We talk about women actresses.
Tommy Wiseau, Better than Scarlett Johansson.
I'm never going live again. This was
I
a
know.
mistake. This was a whole mistake. But social anxiety, I'm worried I'll build it up. What are you gonna be worried for?
Hey man, we're all nerds. We're all talking.
Hey, we ain't trying to fuck.
This
What is
shit.
this? This is a dating
mean,
app. Just
yeah.
fucking talk.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. That's the thing. That is why I have a channel. A lot of people were like, "Hey, I'm unsubscribing from you because you're not diehard Snyder," and I'm like, "Okay, I just do this for fun, guys. Like, I do this because I like to talk about movies and shit.
Right.
That is literally." John and I are really, really good friends, and we've only bonded over talking about nerdy ass shit and also arguing about other shit. So that's the whole thing.
We've been through the nasty as fuck, and that's why.
Last good thing Vin Diesel was good in was The Pacifier. Weirdly agree.
I would say the last good thing, but I love The Pacifier.
Pacifier's so good. Yeah, oh my god, that is such a good. I love that movie growing up. That's so funny. Jesse bringing in the bombs of truth.
Ask Woody Allen about Scarlett. He fucking hates her because she wouldn't fuck him. That's why. Listen, and yes, she was too old. Sorry. But yes, Vin Diesel, The Pacifier was great. I don't know what movies he had after that.
And Triple X. I was a big fan of Triple X.
Triple X was fun. That second one completely missed me with it.
Yeah.
Completely missed. It was Return of Xander Cage, brother. You should have stayed away. You should have. Exactly, Caleb, the real Stephen A. and Max Kellerman. That's what we are.
Point. That's the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you missed Fast and Furious, Jesse, but it's okay. We're saying the last thing since Fast and Furious. I get it. It's understandable. You made a mistake. I corrected you. It's fine. But you probably like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. Who? Oh, Bruce. Do you? Bruce, you better not say yes. Okay, I have to wait for this answer. Bruce, do you like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique? Oh my God.
This is an interesting question.
This is going nope, including Fast and Furious. Jesse, you're banned. Stay on Logan's channel. Don't come over here anymore.
He's good in the Rock-led Fast and Furious movies.
I won't argue that. I won't argue that at all. Oh, the chat's calling you out, Bruce. We need an answer. Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique. Everybody in here saying Bruce.
I like how Bruce is just the only one on the old channel too. He's just, I'm filling up this chat by myself.
Right.
Everybody else is moved over.
Right. He's like, listen, I'm gonna hold this down my goddamn self. I'm not mad at it. This one thing I wish she is trash too. Okay. Whew. Okay. You saved yourself there.
There you go.
You did. Because if you was gonna say yes to that shit, I needed to find out where you lived. Because I need to have a face-to-face with you if you thought she was great as Mystique. And then they tried to say she was going to be the Invisible Woman. The rumor for that,
no.
I would have. Oh my God, bro, there would have been hell to pay. Dear God. All right, guys.
Oh, really quickly. After whatever Myers Leonard did, he will be away from the team indefinitely.
Who the fuck is a Myers Leonard? What does he play for? What?
He plays for Miami. You don't know who Myers Leonard is?
Oh, I don't know why. Baseball. I don't know why I thought baseball. I don't know why. No. Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he say? What did he say?
Which I don't know. Something anti-Semitic, but apparently he was on the trading block anyway, and I bet you his ass is gone.
Oh yeah, he's trending. Myers.
Only person I liked from those films was James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Evan Peters, and the guy who acted for Hank McCoy, and somewhat Cyclops. I didn't like Cyclops.
I didn't either.
Wasn't a fan. But everything you said except for Cyclops, I was in. I hated Sansa as Jean Grey. What's her name? That actress?
Oh, Sophie Turner.
I hated her. Thought that was a terrible choice. She's a phenomenal actress. I just hated her in that role.
I'm not. Listen, I thought she was okay. I didn't hate Dark Phoenix as much as everybody else did. I didn't do it bad as a film. I just like
it wasn't. It was similar to the Justice League. I would say. I enjoyed it.
Similar to I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
looked better than Justice League.
With it.
Yeah,
it did look better. Yeah, because there was shit in Justice Leagues. I'm like, brother, what's going on here? There's an editing room, right? You were saying this?
Mm-hmm.
And he got kicked from all the gaming companies as well. Damn, he must have said some crazy ass shit.
I know, man. I'm wondering if is he actually racist or like was he joking? I don't know, but
that sucks because he was slightly cute too. That hurts.
He's also like 6'11".
Hey, listen, some of the biggest bottoms these days. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
I'm trying. It won't tell me what it says.
I'm sure there's clips somewhere.
Yeah, it's whatever. Well,
next time.
Sorry about it, brother.
Whatever it is, I guess we probably shouldn't play it on ours.
Right. Love those X-Men uniforms though. I fucking hated those in Dark Phoenix. In Apocalypse, they had it perfectly set up, and then just said, "Yep, to the trash can you go." That shit pissed me off. I should have disrespected those movies. Just the worst. Still not as much. What are you listening to?
The video.
Oh, he has it here, people. What does he say?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's fucking amazing.
And that's true, Eric. That is. The biggest bottoms be big ass fucking weightlifters these days and 6 foot, 8 foot people.
Oh, that's really funny. I cannot wait to watch that. Okay. So he said some word I've never even heard of it, but apparently it's anti-Semitic. But they're actually what?
What's he say? You ain't saying it.
Well, I don't know what it means. I don't want to say it. What if it's like the N-word? I don't even know it.
Oh, okay.
But can you imagine if a white guy had never heard of the N-word and he's like, "Oh, I just saw this thing. Somebody said this," and then everybody's like, "You're dead." But no, there's
I just said nigger. Like what?
He apparently he was live streaming still. Like he said it and kept streaming for a long time, and he got a call from like either his manager or like the Heat or somebody, and he was like, "Hold on, I gotta take a call," and like muted himself, and he's just like all super serious, like, "Yeah, okay, yeah," like so he's like getting his ass chewed out.
Oh, they didn't waste some time. There was like,
yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. I can't wait to watch it. Okay, good deal.
Hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, everybody on here is talking about bottoms now. He ain't lying. Well, all y'all know about bottoms. What is happening? What is going on? I mean, that's how it be, and it hurts because like. And it'd be the prettiest, most cutest little things, little femboys, but like, yeah, I'm a top. The fuck? You're hurting my god, this shit's out of whack these days. I don't know what's going on. But no, to each their own. But it hurts someone in my position, I will say. But yeah, they said it was from his wife. Oh, so they both fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got
the wife called, yeah.
Mr. Poopy Pants. Right. I mean, shit. You
got
Mr. Poopy Pants. That's a lot of relativity to bottoms. So I'm like, I figured it should be some kind of like, hey, John, mind your business. Hey, listen, I got your back. I'm a fellow member of the community. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go. End this shit.
Yes. See, that's what happens with live. You get caught up, everyone just talking shit, having fun. That's what I miss. Absolutely. Yes. Ending the show on a bottom note. All right. So, everybody, want to thank. Don't shake your head. All right, this is what you signed up for.
I thought of something that's weirdly relevant.
Oh, well, now you gotta say it. My interest is piqued.
Well, you're talking about bottoms. After y'all do your thing, he's fresh out the ass.
Way to bring it around, Logan.
Hey, all the way around, and that is storytelling, everyone. Thank you so much. Mic drop.
Right. he's here every Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. He's here every Tuesday. Next time you guys stream, I will guess. I'm going to hold you to that, Bruce. I'm going to hold you to that.
Sweet.
I can't. All right, y'all. It's been fun. We want to thank you for joining us on the latest episode of The Film Cave. If you want to be part of the discussion, you know what you got to do. #AskFilmCave on Twitter to get your questions answered here live on the show, or join us live via video with the link provided to you in the chat once we actually do so. We want to thank you. Make sure you subscribe to the Night Entertainment Network as well as Logan's channel. I was about to say Logan's Switch and got it fucked up, but Logan's channel in the description box below. You have anything coming up, brother? What do you got?
I mean, we got a little off week. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the Snyder Cut because you just said when you're going to do it. I'll be working at that time. So I'm thinking.
What responsibility? Say you got sick.
Well, no, it's all right. Sorry, Justice League is not worth that.
We're not worth it, guys. You see this?
Yeah.
We are not.
So we'll figure it out. But man, next week's gonna be a big one with Snyder Cut and Falcon the Winter Soldier. That's gonna be a crazy week. So
we're
get excited.
Garnered in my birthday. What better way?
There you go.
The universe knew what was up. It's like we gotta hook John up. That's what's going on. But yes, so thank you guys. It's been real. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Really helps the channel reach more people. And hit that notification bell to be reminded whenever we go live on next week's episode or just general content that's released on this channel. It's your boy Knights.
And I'm Logan.
And we will see y'all in the cave. Peace.
Later, guys.